Hey everybody, it's Steve, and I'm going to be talking today about Splinterlands again. And I know this isn't the favorite content on my channel, but it's really something that some of you maybe should look into because it is a very profitable project to be part of. But first, I'm going to be giving away some crypto because I do that on these videos on Splinterlands once a week, and I'm a little bit late, guys. Sorry about that. It's about 10 days old, the post that I'm be doing the giveaway from when I talked about brawls last time. So let's get this done. It'll be fun. Let's spin the wheel, see who's getting 1,000 dark energy crystals today, and then we'll go ahead and get into the content I want to talk about today. All right, the GCC. This is a longtime follower. I know he checks out my stuff all the time. He's won a decent amount from me. I actually had a smaller list this time, which I'm sure the people who are entering don't mind. Hopefully, I'll see more people start to enter these contests. I mean, I know 1,000 DEC is only $1, but it's still just for watching my video, making a content and making a comment on the hive post. I will do a link to the hive post in my YouTube video just so that you have a chance to go ahead and check that out. So let's go ahead and transfer this out, and then we'll get into the content. We'll just go ahead and just let that confirm so you can see it went through. I'm sure he'll be happy and hopefully check out the new video. And then the first thing we're going to talk about is the 12th Untamed Airdrop card revealed. One of the things they did in this Splinterlands set, and they'll probably do in the next Splinterlands set as well, is that every time they sell 100,000 packs, they go ahead and release a special card to the team. I mean, to the players, and we get them for free, airdrop to us, and then they start to be included in packs after that. So at first you can't get the card, then it gets airdropped out to us based on how many packs you've bought compared to how many packs have been sold. And then they also add the card to the pack so you can start getting them. They did a very special thing and initially released all the legendary summoners. So if you weren't familiar with that, I'll just show them to you really quickly. I did go ahead and make sure to invest in all of these legendary summoners because I made the mistake of not doing that in the beta set, and the beta legendary summoners still really frustrate me. So all of these cards, some of the most valuable cards in the game, were airdropped to us, including this one, if you were somebody who was taking the time to invest in their packs. And the more packs you bought, the more that you got. And then after that, you could get the cards on the open market, or you could get them in packs. So the new one that's coming out is following the tradition of some of the newer ones they've released, like let me just take the summoner tab off. This was the last one, the Goblin Fire Mage. As you can see, he's about a 64-cent card currently. The epic cards aren't going to be as much as the legendaries, but still it's nice to see us continue to get some free cards. So the Lobster is an interesting card. We'll talk about him and his stats really quick because he is the first time I've seen them introduce a really legit magic tank, and he only costs 6 and has 12 life with shield, magic reflect, and thorns. He's really slow, but he has magic attack, so he can't miss. So with those things combined, I actually really like this card as something new on the water team, as a different option for those games where you're not allowed to use melee monsters, or for reverse speed, given they already have some excellent cards for reverse speed on the water team, including the bull and the frost giant, and they have their healers that are both pretty slow. So overall, water's really powerful in reverse speed, and they're a team worth taking a look at, and this is just going to make them even better. I'm not going to get too much more into him. I mean, he's a 6-cost tank. He does magic damage, so he works well with the magic team beta and alpha summoner Aldrich, which would give him 3 attack. He also could be used as somebody who you use with the new summoner Bortus that gives the other team -1 attack because he's bouncing magic back, and if he's not taking that much damage from them, he's going to be bouncing that damage back for quite a while. He also has that shield ability, so melee monsters are going to be annoyed when they hit him, don't do that much damage, and then take 2 damage back from thorns. Overall, I'll be looking to add this one to my deck. Just a little bit of advice after following the Fire Mage drop, if this one is a similar price thing. They cost around $1 on the first day, and then they got cheaper later on. So we might want to look to buy the ones we need to level up later on, unless this guy is looked at being more popular. So just follow the price movement in those first days. If it keeps spiking up, then go ahead and buy the ones you need to get your max level card. If it doesn't spike up and it's kind of just staying around $1, then just give it time and you might be able to get them for like 60-75 cents, kind of like what you're looking at right now for the Fire Mage. Now, one of the things that we're going to talk about is just how fast packs are being sold and some of the reasons why I think packs are being sold very fast and that they're going to continue to be sold fast. And it might be time for those of us that have some disposable income to look into purchasing packs and holding them. I'm going to start doing that, because there's just a lot. We're in a bull market. A lot of people are making a lot of money. A lot of people in Splinterlands have all of a sudden have new ways to make money. And we have all learned, if you bought beta packs and then they sold out, those went up in value. Alpha packs went up in value by a lot. There's no reason to think that untamed packs won't go up by at least a decent amount as well, given there were a lot more sold, but we also have a lot more players. And after untamed ends, Chaos Legion will come out sometime later, and then a new game format will come out that only use untamed cards and Chaos Legion cards. That way new players have a game mode where they don't have to compete with the alpha and beta cards. I like that idea because new players need to be able to join the game to bring in fresh money and fresh players, and it needs to be able to grow. And if you can't, if you are getting your butt kicked by cards when you go look on the market and they cost, hundreds of dollars to get, you're like, oh boy, I mean, that's just too frustrating, because those old cards are just going to be so valuable. At the same time, there'll still be a mode where all cards could be used, and it will be a balancing act of all the different money and rewards that can be earned in all of those. But that's just something the team will have to work on, and as we have more players playing and more formats going, it shouldn't be a big deal. I know I may be looking to switch over to being an untamed Chaos Legion player just because I do not have max leveled of all the alpha and beta cards, so I can't make it into Champion 1 in the current format. I just can't do it. Even with my bot helping me, I get stuck at Champion 2, and then I run into a place where I just run into playing max level beta summoners all of the time that I lose to almost all of the time. I mean, sometimes I can beat them with the 7-cost legendary summoners, but when you get those mono matches that are like 24 and they're using the legendary betas, you just can't really use the 7-cost summoner and beat them, at least not in my experience, so it gets a little frustrating. Also, my overall alpha and legendary and betas, I'm that guy with like that second tier champion deck, right? My guys are level 3 legendary sometimes, or they're level 7 rares. I didn't really spend that insane extra money to get that really expensive last level that they talk about, which is why some of us like me wouldn't mind if Diamond League and Champion League were a little bit different, because then I might stay in Diamond League with my deck, where all of my cards could be max level if they were set at, say, the level 7 and level 3 legendary or something like that. But we'll find out if they ever do something like that. It gets brought up in the AMAs. I think as time progresses, it would be nice to have the top 2 leagues not have the exact same level cap, but I just don't know, because it just makes it so that because they have packs rewarded at both, a few players with the best of the best cards are just going to stay in Diamond so they can win those packs. And then obviously in Champion League, you are competing with players who have every single card maxed out, and so you won't be able to compete for those upper levels of Champion, but you also can't compete for the upper levels of Diamond because there's rewards in both. So that's a little bit annoying, just talking a little bit about the game. But let's get back into the pack sales. So if we go over to the shop, I picked up some packs today. As you can see, even though we had an airdrop recently, we're only a little bit less than 12,000. We're at about 11,500 packs to go before the next airdrop will go. And I think this is going to start to accelerate, and we are going to see this airdrop and the next airdrops relatively quickly. And it's because there are just more ways for us to go ahead and make money with our cards. For starters, Dark Energy Crystals are trading near $1. So anybody that's been saving up their dark energy crystals can come and get good money for them. People want to earn them. Cards are going up in value. But why are people buying packs so much? Well, because there's some new ways for you to monetize packs. And that's mainly if you come over here to Wax. On Wax, there seems to be a culture of pack buying and pack saving, mostly because in Wax, lots of packs that get released on this blockchain are the thing to get to do an easy flip, sometimes able to be making 50 to 100% more in a couple days. And they're also, because the cryptocurrency goes up and down in value kind of crazily, you seem to be able to sell things for almost more than you could buy them for in the game. So let me go ahead and get to that really quick. I'm going to try to wrap this up, but as you can see, you're seeing land plots being sold, and this is all stuff that was sold today. So this isn't stuff that, you know, they're only selling 1 or 2 a week. I came over to if you go to the main page, you can go to market sales, and then you can go to Splinterlands, and you can look at what's been selling recently. So somebody came through and bought a bunch of land plots at $19. That's a little bit cheaper than they would be in the store, but not cheaper than if you were to be buying these, I think, on Hive. You have packs being sold for over $2. That's very interesting. When you buy them on the Splinterlands market, if you do the promo pack here, you get them for less than $2 a pack, and if you do them here, you get 75 packs free, driving that price even lower than $2 a pack. Now there is a commission fee over here, but it's the same as if you were on the Splinterlands market selling things, and similar to the commissions you might see getting your money in and out if you tokenize these to sell on Hive Engine. But still, to see them selling at over $2, some of them see at about $1.90 they're getting bought. You had somebody, if we go down here, you see these dice are selling for about $2.30, $2, $2.09, $2.09. You had somebody who bought a big bulk amount of packs, and they paid $166 for these. I didn't count them. It's kind of annoying. This marketplace could use some better tools for filtering and stuff. You do see some other dice packs here went for over $3. So somebody came over here and they went ahead and just picked these up. And see, and I'm still, let's see, I'm still on May 6th. This is still just this morning. So you're seeing all of this stuff just come onto the market, and people are able to buy and resell, and then they get power to be able to do the airdrops. The other thing that we didn't really have before that we have now is the CUB Finance Dark Energy Crystal Pool. And as you can see, there's only $300,000 sitting in here, but you have players like me who are moving our dark energy crystals over into here as we're saving them for possibly using in a big purchase when Chaos Legion comes out. I would like to have a few $1,000s worth of dark energy crystals saved up by then. I don't know if I'll be able to at the rate that we've been selling out packs, but I might. I also have been selling a couple cards. Somebody bought one of my cards today for a few $100s. I went ahead and moved that over into here so it could start compounding, because we are earning this 137% on basically what is a pretty stable pair here. And I don't think most people would mind getting a little extra dark energy crystals when they pull their money out, if that's what ends up happening, if the price dips a little, because you can still go and buy your packs of Chaos Legion with knowing your dark energy crystals are worth $1,000 to $1. So this is a very interesting pool, and I do expect to see this amount of money go up as more people learn about it. I know a lot of people are also using their dark energy crystals to try to buy Untamed cards, and we do need to go ahead and do that push to max out our cards in Untamed. I know I've been doing that recently. I've been working on getting all my summoners maxed out. I have about 3 of them done. I'm going to be getting the next 2 hopefully here pretty soon, and then it's going to be all the rare cards. I'm actually further along on the rare cards, the regular ones, than the summoners, and then it's going to be really pushing those commons to level 10, which is going to be a bit of a price crunch, but I think that's just what I'm going to be trying to do here over the next few months to really get a complete, fully maxed out set. That way I can try to go ahead and add in a few maxed out Chaos Legion cards and different airdrops, and then hopefully be ready to compete at the highest level when we get to that next version of the game. Because I'd like to be able to compete for that top leaderboard position. I feel like I'm a pretty good player. I just haven't really invested quite enough money into the current cards to be able to compete. So this is basically the last thing I just wanted to kind of go over and just show you and just talk about why I think these packs are going to be disappearing pretty quickly. Another reason that you might see, I'll like just give away one more other reason why you might see a lot of money coming from Wax and going back into Splinterlands is because Wax has got some pretty exciting things going in there with a game I know a lot of people have been talking about, even a little bit in the Hive, in the Splinterlands AMA, they talked about this R Planet. And the really interesting thing about R Planet is that you can stake NFTs here, and just because I happen to be a fan of Crypto Stash and Ken Bozak, I had been buying their NFTs before you could stake them. I have 75 of his staked, and I have around 35 of Crypto Stash's staked, and then I have a various different amounts of other NFTs from things I've been playing around with over here on the Wax blockchain. But it's got me an income of 15,000 these Aether crystals per hour. And if you just come over here right now to the Alcor exchange, and this is a little bit of inside Wax kind of tokenomics right now. These tokens have been going up in value more and more as more people get into trying to get ready for the next part of the R Planet game. I don't know if selling this is the right move or not. I'm not selling all of my tokens I'm farming, but I am selling some of them every once in a while, and then I'm using that Wax to go ahead and buy packs or buy cards over on Splinterlands. Because as you can see, if I go here and I just look at the highest current bid, and then I put in my 15,000. Oops, that didn't work. Why can't I type numbers? One. That's really weird. I don't understand. Oh, there we go. That was weird. So 15,000 of them, it's like 18 wax per hour. And then if you did the math on 18 wax at about a quarter, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 450 an hour. So not a very good minimum, good job, but not bad for just cards that are just sitting here staking. And I know there has been some talks about Splinterlands allowing their cards to be staked here. Just so you know, if you saw Splinterlands cards get staked here, it would be interesting to see if we could get an okay payout or not. But there are quite a bit of Splinterlands cards. I would compare them to something like Cogs or Alien Worlds. And just to give you a little peek, I do have some Cogs staked. So these ones don't earn near as much. See, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4 per hour, 1.6 for a rare. And then an ultra rare, I have one of those. If you hung out near the end, you're just getting a little bit of a look at this staking feature. Here you go. This one gives 8 per hour. This is an ultra rare cog. I bought just a couple packs just for fun. Whereas when you're looking at a specific content creator like Crypto Stash, who doesn't create that many NFTs and only releases a couple hundred of them when he does, these ones are producing 550, 20, 50, 550, 100, as you could see, quite a bit. I got lucky and I bought all of these before they were in his stuff. I've had to pay quite a bit more to get these newer ones he's been releasing now that he's so popular, but it's a fun thing to see, and I think it's something for a lot of YouTubers and content creators who are into the wax stuff to try to get into this place and get their NFT staking here, because it allows you to reward your subscribers. I know I would love to do that. I have a few NFTs that I created that I try to sell on wax. Nobody's buying them yet. My supporters aren't quite into it, but we'll see if it ever happens. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Video's a little bit longer than normal, so thanks for anybody that hangs out and watches the whole thing, but it was just really because I got into that wax thing, and I'll do some timestamps for everybody. Goodbye.